What's up, guys? So today I'm going to talk to you about what D1 baseball really is like. So if you don't know me, I play baseball at Baylor University. I actually attended two different junior colleges before that, so this is actually my first year playing Division One baseball. So the biggest difference I've seen compared from D1 baseball to JUCO is really just like the atmosphere. So in JUCO is very like ununified. Like it didn't really feel like a college experience. You're just kind of there playing baseball, getting better and things like that. But at the D1 level, it's more unified, and you feel like y'all are like each team is competing for like the same thing, and you just feel like kind of like a family, honestly. A lot of people will show up to the games. In JUCO, we really had no fans, mostly just family or scouts. But at D1 games, you get a lot of the student base that comes to the games. Obviously, the biggest difference would be the facilities. Here at Baylor, we have a really nice locker room, weight room. We have a nutrition lab. We have a pitching lab. We have, TrackMan, Rapsodo, the Edgertronics, all those things like that. While in JUCO, at San Jack, we did have a TrackMan, but we didn't really use all that stuff, and we didn't really have a locker room or a nice stadium, things like that. And then practice is totally different at the D1 level. So we actually have a certain amount of hours we can practice per week at Baylor. I think it's in this season, during season, it's like 21 or 27 hours a week. So you only practice about 4 hours a week, or 4 hours a day, and you're required to have at least one off day a week. While in JUCO, we've had very long practices, practice pretty much every day. And then there's also a rule, I don't know if it's just a Baylor rule or NCAA rule, but like running is not allowed to be used as a punishment, while in JUCO we ran a lot. And then obviously the amount of gear we get. So here at Baylor, we've probably gotten 15 shirts or so, sweatshirts, jackets, pullovers, hats. We probably got 3 pairs of spikes at least, gloves, bats. Hitters can get like grip tape whenever they want, or new batting gloves whenever they want. We got lifting shoes, walking around shoes. And we're sponsored by Nike as well, so all of our stuff is pretty nice. And then classes. So Baylor is a pretty good university for education, so the classes are a good amount harder than JUCO. JUCO classes are pretty much just basics, and you don't really go into very complex material. But at the D1 level, you definitely do that, especially at a high level university like Baylor. And then housing. I was kind of different because I'm a junior or an upperclassman. So at Baylor, all the freshmen, I think, are required to live in the dorms. So I didn't have to experience that. I lived in a house with a couple other guys. But in JUCO, I lived in the dorms in JUCO as well with other guys. And our rooms were, at my first JUCO, were really bad. And my second one, we lived in an apartment complex, which was, relatively nice. But overall, I would say, the housing is a lot better at the D1 level. And then along with the facilities, I actually tore my meniscus this year, so I was out for the whole season pretty much. I think I threw like 8 innings or so early on the season, but I was out for the remainder of it. And the treatment process is so much better than JUCO. Our trainer, he lined up everything with appointments, with the surgeries, with the physical therapist. I get treatment 3 or 4 times a week, along with physical therapy. Here at the field, we have zero gravity, we have underwater walking, we have like ice and compression, and all the high-tech treatment options that in JUCO you really don't get. I remember in JUCO, honestly, I hated our trainers, and I never really met a trainer that I liked until here at Baylor. I think our trainer here at Baylor is literally one of the best trainers in D1 baseball. He's amazing. Shout out JB. Other than that, the food here is amazing. The food at my first JUCO was really bad. It was actually supplied by the same company that supplies the county jail that was in the area. So here at Baylor, we get basically it's like buffet style, but it's like high quality food. We get protein shakes nonstop. We also get like supplements, some vitamins here and there, but they have to be like NCAA approved. But overall, the actual playing experience honestly is not that different. We are in the Big 12, so the teams we're playing are a lot better than the average JUCO team. But it's still baseball. As a pitcher, you're still 60 feet 6 inches from the plate. It's the same game. So honestly, as much as it is different, it's honestly the same thing. And while I was in JUCO, I thought going D1 was just going to be this huge, like mind-blowing experience that like I've been dreaming for the entire time that I was in JUCO for. And while it is amazing, it's just baseball. But yeah, that's what D1 baseball really is like.